Month 12, in the time of the eternal month 3, day 9, of 2024. In dreams, I saw a great ship anchored in a bay. Its appearance was imposing, strong and with a large crew capacity. I saw how many people made several lines to get on it, and at the door they were divided into sections. Inside said ship everything looked as if it were normal streets, with grass and cement, but all fictitious. It gave the impression of a large neighborhood, with several levels, large and comfortable rooms, with their own spacious bathroom and toilet, embroidered curtains, a large television, a large bed, a carpeted floor with integrated climate control. It was a spectacle of comfort to those who were there. A reminder on the nightstand that said the meal times and that it was not brought to the room. When the moment came of said time, many went out to the dining room. The first day it was a wide variety of foods and everyone joyfully enjoyed it. As the days passed, the food dwindled, and some went from floor to floor, in that big ship, to see what they could get of food that someone else had left. Thus more days passed. And chaos and looting was the order of the moment. A voice over the loudspeaker was heard, "Don't despair. Another boat with food supplies will arrive soon." But those who were there did not react. Accustomed to satisfying their desires momentarily, they took everything in their path to achieve it. Days passed and a ship was seen in the distance. They made the announcement on televisions throughout all the ship that the supplies would arrive that day. As this announcement ended, another announcement followed saying, "A deadly large-scale pandemic has broken out and dozens are dying like fish out of water. We need that before you receive the food, each one is protected from such a deadly virus." The ship that arrived already gave us instructions. Those in charge of helping us protect ourselves will come down. And now, after 24 hours, our food supply will be loaded to our ship. The majority shouted euphorically with joy, others worried, and others locked themselves in their rooms. According to them, the protection of the crew members began. One by one they were called, according to their section, to report to the designated place for the evaluation and administration of the intramuscular fluid that, according to, they said, was going to be their protection from the deadly virus that had spread. In this way, most of them did this, and they were happy because soon their bellies would be full. Those who were not, according to them, protected, had to remain in their cabins until they decided to proceed to protect themselves, according to them, like the others. After 24 hours, the movement of food supplies began. These were already established portions, already prepared formulas, and it was just, open and eat. I thought, such food is not safe and will not last long. Those who applied for this rushed without thinking about the food, and then went to their resting places, while those who did not give in, bear hunger. After a while the signal was given for the next meal. And this time fewer people came out of their cabins. They took and ate their portions. And they ate them there, quickly. But their faces looked strange. They were dazed. Their bodies no longer had as much vigor and their words were slow, but even so they were filling their mouths with the food that those offered them. Soon a tremendous fever broke out in every corner of the great ship and many, already weakened, tried to eat, but could not. I saw that the ship docked close to land, and the sick and dying were so many that they were thrown into the sea to quicken their fate more quickly, both wealthy and poor, all equally. I noticed that the one who was directing the boat was fine, and he got out of it and headed inland, and I didn't see him again. Soon, I saw those who refused to be inoculated come out. Weak from hunger, thin and pale, but they walked without hesitation inland, to some mounts nearby. I heard one shout, "Fruit! There is fruit here!" And everyone raised their voices for joy. From that ship no more came out. And I went to see every cabin, hallway and room. It was full of dead people on the floor, chairs and beds. In the waters, near the ship, corpses floated, and the fish began their feast. As the days passed, the stench was strong. And I saw men in white suits, all covered up, approach and set fire to that enormous ship in order, according to them, to avoid the environmental plague that would be caused by those lifeless bodies in a state of decomposition. I didn't see anything else there. I woke up. I was very surprised and sad about that. Sleep fled from my eyes, and I was told, there is a way that seems right to man, but the end of it is the way of death. He who does not gather with me scatters. Get ready in my ordinances, because all this runs to be fulfilled. O brothers, God grant that we heed the supplication of the eternal love of Christ Jesus, and not perish in hesitation, in procrastination, in inertia, or prepotency. It is my request and prayer that it be so. May the Eternal bless us.